Hello students, your instructor here, John Medula, with another screencast. This one in Flash, and it's about mask. I know I've done videos on masking in Flash before. This one is specific to masking like everything, so that everything fits cleanly with a crisp edge. You don't have any spillover. So here is my, my animation, as it were. And if I zoom out a little bit, you can see that I have a boxy area. And this really, if I were to turn off my boy layer, my city layer, my box layer, this is my area right here. It's kind of a wide, short stage. And I put a gray box on it because I thought that the green wasn't working very well. And then I put my picture of my sun there, kind of sun rays coming out of them. And then I put the city. As you can see with my boy and with the city, though, they go past the edges. But that's okay, because I know that it'll only show up to the edges. And then I also have a ball animation here, which if I were to open this up in place, you can see that this ball is going to, zip all the way around. And again, I smartly put the corners right here and here and stuff that past the edges, because again, it'll only show to the edges. However, it's true, but what if somebody maximizes a window and they wanted to fill the whole screen? Well, right now, I save this and I test this out. It's like, oh, what's the problem, right? It's just right there. It's not a big deal. Well, the big deal is to be able to maximize it, and only some of this is going to show on the screen. And you can see that it goes way past the edges. Let's see if I can reposition this. There we go. Again, you can see that, now you can actually see the ball and it moves past the edges, and that's not really awesome to actually see the ball hit, if that's not the effect that I want. In this case, I don't really want the user to see where the ball is bouncing off of nothing. I want them to see just the fact that it goes off the screen and comes back on. So I want a mask that goes essentially in this gray boxy area. Everything. So even if they do expand their screen, all they're going to see is my background color and not anything else. So let me pause and get back there. Okay, we're back in Flash now. I'm going to zoom on a little bit more here. Perfect. And what I want to do is I'm just going to make a new layer here. I'm just going to call this layer mask. And I'm just going to grab my rectangle primitive tool. I'm actually going to turn off the city right now just so I can see the edge. Working on my mask layer though. I'm going to draw it as big as the stages essentially, just like so. Turn the city back on once I've done that. And now, right click on that layer that I just drew the pink box on and go to mask. And I can see that it's masked off the ball animation. So if I turn that off, the mask layer off, I can see that the ball will only, well, you can't tell here, but the ball will only be animated inside the confines of that mask. So now I can actually make everything masked. If I just take this and carefully drag it up there, and you'll see, like, it's kind of hard to see, but you'll see kind of a black thick line with a little ball at the end. That means it wants to be part of the mask. So for all of my layers. And I won't really, again, notice much in here. But again, you have to have it turned off. Your mask actually turned off visibility so you don't see the mask. You see everything else. It is masking. So now if I test it, then it looks the same this way, but if I maximize the screen, you can see right there, let me reposition. You can see right there that, for example, I can't see that ball. I can only see it go off kind of the edge and then back in. And I get this nice crisp clean edge all the way around it. Now this brings into question, is neon green the best color for this animation? And I don't think that it is. I thought it was at the beginning, but now it's not. So now my background color actually is very important. So I'm going to go back in and change the background color so that's what I want. So to change my background color, I'm just going to modify document. And maybe in this case, what I want is a dark gray color. I'll click OK. And now I'm going to test it out. I want to go to full screen now. Reposition. So now when I'm at full screen, maybe this dark gray color is really what I want to kind of set the mood and give it a harsh edge without being too bright on the eyes. That's really user focus in this area. So again, that's masking, and then make sure your background color is what you want it.